welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the East Pacific hurricane season and how it looks like it's going to be ramping up a little bit in the next 10 days. Right now we are seeing subtropical storm Anna start to die off. So what is next for hurricane season? Well, we're going to be having to look to the East Pacific for any new tropical cyclones, and it looks like we might be seeing 2 here before the first weekend of June. So if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it. So here is Tropical Tidbits, and we're looking at the East Pacific Basin on the GFS. Now, as of right now, in the next 5 days, everything is very quiet. There are a few low pressures that do form, but they are very short-lived, and they really don't get that overall strength. Until we see a new wave come off of Central America, a very wide circulation there, a storm that really starts to look pretty promising here, and eventually gets that tighter rapid spin, and it starts to move north. Now, originally this storm was going to start moving north further to the east, but now we see a mostly fish storm here that could be a strong tropical storm, as well as another storm system moving off of Central America that forms very early right off the coast and could be another tropical storm. So 2 tropical storms at the same time. This one right here, right off the coast of Mexico, lasting longer than the second one, but they both last for a pretty decent amount of time. But that first one does look more impressive to me right now, as that looks like a strong tropical storm, maybe even a brief Category 1 hurricane right at its peak over here. But I doubt it at this point. I think it's going to be a tropical storm, as well as the second one here further off to the south. Now, that one eventually dies off. Right around the same time, they both die off. So, what about wind speeds? Let's take a look at our wind speeds here for both of these storm systems. And we can see here that as this first system moves off the coast, right around here, we get a large area of rotation, and that eventually condenses into this smaller area of rotation, but still not very organized until right around here where we start to see some organization. And there's that low pressure, it gets nice and tightly wrapped, and eventually we see some development here as it starts to move north. At the same time, our second low pressure system, our second tropical chance, forms off the coast of Central America, and that starts to strengthen pretty quickly. Now, this first system is getting toward that hurricane force strength on the northwestern side, and that eventually kind of peaks right at the brink of hurricane force. So again, we're either going to see a very strong tropical storm, which does look more likely at the moment, or a weak Category 1 hurricane. Now, at the same time, that second tropical system is really trying to get a grip. You know, it is moving through the same area that this first storm did, which does leave little room for any development. But once it gets out of that wake, it does start to form a little bit. And as that is forming, we have another system moving, that other system moving off to the north, going into cooler waters, and eventually they both end up dying out. So we have to watch both of these storm systems. They do look pretty promising as of now, especially that first system, since it has been on the GFS's scope here for about a week, and that is usually a pretty promising sign when a model has a storm forming for multiple model runs in a row. Normally right around like hours 300 to 384, sometimes it shows a tropical system blowing up, but then the next model run it just doesn't have it at all. So having it on the model runs for multiple days is a very good sign. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.